Activists demand EU sanction Uganda over Anti-Homosexuality Act. Yoweri Museveni signed law on May 29, 2023. Published 1 day ago on April 18, 2024 by Micheal K. Lavers. Hillary Innocent Taylor Seguya, an LGBTQ rights activist, speaks at a protest in front of the European Union Delegation to the United States' offices in D.C. on April 18, 2024. Washington Blade photo by Micheal K. Lavers, SHARETWEET. More than a dozen activists who protested in front of the European Union delegation to the United States in D.C. on Thursday demanded the EU to sanction Uganda over the country's Anti-Homosexuality Act. Hillary Innocent Taylor Seguya, a Ugandan LGBTQ activist, and Global Black Gay Men Connect executive director Micheal Ighodaro are among those who spoke at the protest. Health Gap executive director Asia Russell also participated in the event that her organization organized along with GBGMC and Convening for Equality Uganda, a Ugandan LGBTQ rights group. Washington Blade video by Micheal K. Lavers. Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni last May signed the Anti-Homosexuality Act that, among other things, contains a death penalty provision for aggravated homosexuality. The country's constitutional court on April 3 refused to nullify the Anti-Homosexuality Act in its totality. A group of Ugandan LGBTQ activists have appealed the ruling. A press release that Health Gap issued ahead of Thursday's protest notes EU Commissioner for International Partnerships Jutta Urpilainen on March 6 announced more than €200 million, $212.87 million, for Uganda in support of small business owners, young female entrepreneurs, agribusinesses as well as vital digital infrastructure projects in full Team Europe format with the European Investment Bank (EIB) and several member states. These concrete initiatives will make a difference to aspiring entrepreneurs, Ugandan businesses and create jobs in multiple sectors, said Urpilainen in a press release that announced the funds. This is a perfect example of how Global Gateway can make a tangible difference for citizens and businesses and unlock the full potential of a partner country by working together. Convening for Equality Uganda on Tuesday in a letter they sent to Urpilainen asked the EU to review all funding to Uganda and pause or reprogram any funds that go via government entities. The protesters on Thursday also demanded European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen to hold Ugandan President Museveni's government accountable for this attack on human rights. Josep Borrell, the EU's top diplomat, in a statement he released after Museveni signed the Anti-Homosexuality Act said the law is contrary to international human rights law and to Uganda's obligations under the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, including commitments on dignity and non-discrimination, and the prohibition of cruel, inhuman or degrading punishment. The Ugandan government has an obligation to protect all of its citizens and uphold their basic rights, said Borrell. Failure to do so will undermine relationships with international partners. The European Union will continue to engage with the Ugandan authorities and civil society to ensure that all individuals, regardless of their sexual orientation and gender identity, are treated equally, with dignity and respect, he added. Urpilainen last September in a letter to the European Parliament said the EU would not suspend aid to Uganda over the law. After Romania refused to recognize his legal name and gender change that he received in the UK. We are trying not only to change the legal situation of LGBTI folks here in this country, but also we are taking a completely new approach, also of Poland, as a member of the European Union, he said.